A disappointing loss in overtime. Montreal at Pittsburgh. 3-2 in OT. Hey, everybody, I'm Rick. Welcome to Talking Habs. We get your daily fix of Blue, Blanc, Rouge. What can you say? I think Allen probably should have had that last shot. He saw it. He wasn't screened in any way. He just missed it with a glove. Unfortunate. It was a good game overall. At parts, though, boring, but then it was a decent game, and we almost pulled it off. It's the last game before the end of the All-Star break. They have but what do you call that again? A bye week, and then the All-Star break weekend. So they'll be well rested when they meet Washington on the 6th of February. What else I got here? I got some takeaways. I got the post-game stats, the 3 stars. And we'll do that. And we'll talk to people here in the chat. If you're here, say hi. Let me know what you think about or thought about the game. Thought about that last shot that Allen gave up for the winning goal. And let's see who's here. Guru, welcome back, Guru. Really good game, back and forth. When it wasn't boring, but yeah, overall a good game. Slav looked like he enjoyed scoring. Hopefully he has the itch to score more. Yeah, he got his 7th goal on the power play, too. Welcome back, Gislain. We did not see the same game. It was boring, and to finish, we lost. I wasn't boring the whole way through, but I thought a lot of this game was boring. You don't give a damn about the Leafs points? Well, yeah, I guess not really, but if everybody else is getting them. Sooner or later, the young Habs will need to learn how to play defense. They're young. That's the key word there, young. Hey, Matt Outdoor, welcome back in. Finished it off. I usually don't finish that. Yeah, so my thoughts. Here's my takeaways. Another huge game by Slav. Slav played really good. Definitely was the best Hab on the ice tonight, in my opinion. Allen should have had that last one. Allen should have had the last one. This one's for Paul. He's not here, but it's for him. There was no missed hit to the head on Anderson. Anderson did not take a hit to the head that I didn't see. Gooley, very strong game by Gooley. He did have the opening goal, but very good, strong defensive game by Gooley. There were other Habs that had strong game. Monahan had a good game. Habs couldn't win faceoffs. They were no good at the dot tonight. Granted, they were against the best team in the league again, at faceoffs, but Montreal is not that bad, and they just were bad tonight. And I wrote here, did the 4th line play? So I checked on the times. Ulanen, I believe, was on the 4th line. He had like 11 minutes, but Kendata, 5 minutes, 20 seconds, and Pez, 5 minutes, 44. And that's why it looked like they didn't play. Didn't play much. Hey, Joe, welcome back. Bit too much on the slow side for much of the game. Yeah, it was boring for a good part of the game. Yeah. Good game, says Randy Mack. Welcome back. Point is a point. As far as the loser point, if they're giving them, then yeah. Evan. I guess GG's great game, but not great. Good game. Good game overall. Boring at times. Would have been a lot better if they'd have won an overtime or a shootout. That did not happen. Geez, it's only been 5 minutes. Really? Feels like longer already. Want Allen gone. I got feelings Allen still be with the Habs till the end of the season. No team going to pick him up. I'd say by the deadline he'll be gone. But again, with that contract, he's got a year left, and it's $3.85 million. There's not a lot of teams that have that cap space. Although at the deadline, they'll probably will be. Allen was good today, except on that last shot. Allen was good today. And if you want to say, well, he was grab all day, no, he wasn't. He's at fault on one goal. That's it. An important goal, yes. But, I mean, you're going to beat up on the guy because of that. I don't think that's right. I mean, that's all I got. A few more minutes, and then I'll show you what the stats were and everything. I mean, listen, realistically, Allen could be here for those. I don't think it's really good for the goalies, but we're not making the playoffs anyway. I just don't really like it for Primo most of all. So we'll see. Matt out there, that's fine. You're judging him on the whole season. We're talking about one game. So it's just like you want to look outside and say, oh, the weather's good. There's no climate change, but there is climate change. It's kind of like that. And I get that people want him traded. I get all that. But if you're blaming him tonight, I mean, you can, sort of, but not for the whole game. Just that one shot. The one to blame for that OT goal was Anderson. Did he miss his assignment? I didn't really look at that. To be honest with you, I didn't notice that. Oh, Randy Mack, yeah, but I think it's different. In Matt's case, I think he's blaming the loss on Allen. I mean, you could say that because he, the one shot in overtime lost the game, yes. But the whole game, he was good the whole game. Anybody can be sent down. You got to waive him. If you waive Jake Allen, he will be gone. So you lose an asset. And some people want that to happen. Just waive him, get him out of there. But you don't take that much off of your cap. 1.1 million. It's not that much. And I don't know if Allen has a no movement. I don't think he does. Randy Mack, of course, he has to go through waivers. That's without a doubt. And he'd probably get picked up and you lose him for nothing. Is that good or bad? It's not good. Not good asset management. Because when you trade Allen, you'll get something back for him. To lose him for nothing, I don't think they're at that point. Anderson doesn't play like a 6'4" player. What does he play like? You saying Andy's not physical? David, really? Okay, I can't agree with that. Cannot agree with that. Who will pick him up on waivers? Are you kidding me? With less than half a season to pay him? Somebody will pick him up on waivers. You know how many teams need a goalie? Not physical enough for you? Okay. Andy's one of the good physical players here. I don't know. Maybe he didn't have the most physical night, but I'm sorry, Andy's physical. Y'all not watching the same team I'm watching. All right, let's take a look at this. The numbers. I'm going to find my cursor here. All right, so it was 3-2 in overtime. Caden Gooley, with his 4th of the season, opens the scoring at 15:53 of the first from Matheson and Cole Caulfield. That would be it for the first period. Second period, Lars Eller ties it up 4:05 into the second period. His 9th from, what's his name? Pustinen and Raquel. Slav would get a power play goal in his 7th of the season at 12:23 from Monahan and from Nick Suzuki. And it would be 2-1 Montreal after 2. Third period, Jake Gensel ties it up halfway through the period. His 22nd from Crosby and Pedersen. And then in overtime, to break our hearts, Pedersen gets his only his second goal of the season from Raquel and Malkin, just over the halfway mark of the overtime, and that would be all she wrote. That would be the fat lady singing. All right, stats: 33 shots for them, 27 for us. They dominated us at the dot, 61% to our 39%. We were 1 for 1 on the power play. They were 0 for 2. 23 hits apiece. Montreal with 26 blocked shots to their 4. 7 giveaways by them, 4 by us, and 16 takeaways by them, 12 by us. So that's pretty dominant there, the block shots. I mean, Montreal was blocking shots. Season series, they beat us 4-3 on December 13th, in a shootout that time. They just beat us 3-2 in the overtime. And we're playing them February 22nd back in Pittsburgh. So I don't know what I'm looking over there. Oh, 3 stars. Pedersen, because of the overtime goal, plus he had an assist. I guess he had a good game. He gets the first star. Lars Eller, his 1,000th game, got a goal, gets the second star. And Juraj Slafkovsky with a goal and a really strong game, in my opinion, gets the 3rd star. So good to see Slav just sort of, he just keeps rolling along now this season. Now that he's still rolling along. Points are slowly coming. That's his 20th point of the season. I can realistically see Slav 30 plus, I'm going to say. I mean, I think he'll get 30. Just how many more, I don't know. But 30 plus points. Overall, a good comeback from a slow start. And, very happy with that. All right, so we got about 15 minutes left. Anything you want to talk about? I will attempt to talk back with you. Anybody? Going once? Going twice? Going 3 times? No? Okay, what can I come up with? Oh, well, I guess since it's the last game for a week and a half, basically. In the week and a half that we're off, podcast on Monday and Wednesday, both audio. Next Friday, we're about Saturday today. Yeah, next Friday, Harry and I have been doing another Q&A. Live stream on the other channel. Maybe, possibly, we'll be able to stream it on both. I don't know if we can do that, so we'll see. If I can do it, I'm going to try. What else are we doing? Shit, I don't know. That's it. That's all I got really planned. So, going to look for try to get a few videos out, and that's about it. Also, enjoy some time off. Recharge the batteries for the last 33 games of the season. Hey, Andre, good to see you. It's been like a few games, I think. I feel like it's been a few games. 2 or 3 games. Good to see you out there. It was, I would say you didn't miss a ton because it was boring for a lot of the game. But overall, it was good. They got to overtime. They didn't pull it off in overtime. But I mean, overall, a good game, but kind of boring at points. So you didn't miss that much. I should go to the Caribbean. Yeah, okay. Anderson just plays a north-south game. Good third line guy. Yeah, I think on this team, I think you're right. Third line, because I was saying that in I think the Saturday Hockey Talk this afternoon. He's kind of not doing it in the top six. So, and I tend to think that there's probably a good chance if Montreal gets a decent offer or a good offer for him at the deadline or in the offseason that they move Andy, actually. Will I cover the All-Star game? I'm considering it. I'm pretty sure I get the All-Star game on Sportsnet package I've got. If that's not the case, I'm not covering it. If it is, I may. I haven't decided yet. I'll decide in the off week. I'll decide at some point by next Friday. I guess it's Saturday is the big game. So, or games. I don't know how they're doing it. It's a stupid format. Don't really like it. And I don't know. Got to make up my mind. So let's see. We still got about 13 minutes. What are we going to do for 13 minutes? I'm going to sit here and just sit here. It would be fun to have the entire group, but everybody works. So I don't know. I haven't thought of it, honestly, but I was going to see if the guys actually did want to do something like that in this off week. Don't forget, it's a full week off for our team, but it's not for every team. It's a bye week, so all the rest of the league plays right through Wednesday, and then Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, they're off for the All-Star. Matt Outdoor, I was just agreeing with you, or you're agreeing with us. Yeah, you're agreeing with us. Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking that Andy's probably at this point a third liner. Randy Mack, I do not play the Tim Horton Hockey Challenge. Nope. In general, I don't believe in supporting Iranian companies, kind of posing it as Canadian company. So, yeah, I don't do that. I do a lot less Tim Hortons since it ain't Canadian anymore. Let's see. 11 minutes left. We're getting there. I mean, I could take off anytime I want, but thought Burger King bought them. I don't think Burger King is American owned anymore, though. Anyways, listen, as far as I had heard, they were owned by an Iranian company. Maybe they sold. Either way, it's not Canadian. If that, and I think you are right that Burger King bought them. I think you are right. You just have to check on the parentage of Burger King now. Is it still an American company? I don't know. China owns Burger King? Well, there you go. You might be right on that. It's not It's not Canadian anymore. China. Pretty soon you'll see Chinese food at Burger King. Ugh, what would that be like? Yeah. Really, eh? Can you imagine? Listen, though, the $1 million back in the day was a lot of money. But, yeah. It's a shame what's happened to Tim Hortons. It's no longer a Canadian company. Whatever the commercials say, they're full of shit. And their quality, it's gone down. Eat a sandwich there, man. You take your life in your hands. Andre, I wouldn't be surprised. I know. What do they say? All the companies in the world, they're all owned by like 5 people or 5 corporations. So, yeah, no, wouldn't be surprised. No, I don't support Timmy's. It's not a Canadian company anymore. I'm not a coffee drinker. And their quality's gone down. So for me, that's enough to not support them offhand, you know. But no, I've never done their app thing, whatever. And I don't go in there very often. It's rare. So if I win anything, well, when am I going to get it? I'm restless, guys. I'm going to be leaving in a few minutes. My legs is restless. Besides, I got an early morning tomorrow, so. If I were a coffee drinker, you might have a different opinion. I might. I mean, I might, but I'm not. So I don't have any affinity necessarily to Tim Hortons. That's how she goes. Oh, I know what's happening to me. I'm having a hot flash. I haven't had one of those in a long time. I'm super hot. Nothing's changed in the room, but all of a sudden I'm like almost unbearably hot. It'll go in a minute. They don't last long. I haven't had one of those in forever. And no, you don't have to be a woman to have one of those. RBI owns Tim Hortons. And if you look at their parentage, I believe it's Iranian. They're an American company. That doesn't mean that they're not Iranian. Uh, 20 years is a long time, Andre. So things change. When I was a kid, Russians came here whenever they got the chance, and they always blue jeans, like stuff like that. That's what you guys wanted. And now imagine you get that there. BL, I heard it was an Iranian owned. It was owned by Iran. I don't know. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. They're not Canadian though. Who's our next victim, hockey wise? Is that what you're talking about? It's Washington on the 6th of February. Popeye's chicken, I'd like to see happen here. I would just love to try that. And I don't know if we have any in Quebec. I know Ontario, I think, has Popeyes. Anyways, it is what it is. Joel Kravitz, good to see you out there, man. Josh Anderson, what a low hockey IQ this guy has. If you could take Nick Suzuki's intelligence with Josh Anderson's size and skating ability, well, I guess you get the general idea. I don't really want to shit on Andy like that. I think that's being a little bit harsh. I'm not saying he's having a good year or anything, but I think it's still a little bit harsh. On that harsh note, though, I'll stay for another 4 minutes if people are still talking to me. Would I like to see more of Chick-fil-A? No. Why? Owners of Chick-fil-A are known horrible. What do you call them? They're anti-gay. Forget it. No, homophobes. No interest in Chick-fil-A. Even though I hear it's a great sandwich, but I wouldn't support that. Popeye's too much better. I just hear it's fantastic. That's all I know. I'd like to try it. It might end up being like it's better in the States than in Canada. I don't know, but I hear it's really good. Randy has a conundrum. What's the conundrum, dude? Let's see if I can help you out. You just finished all your beer, and depending where you live, you got a half hour to get. Well, I guess here too, you got a half hour to get to the dep. If you're in Ontario, you're shit out of luck. But if you're in Quebec, you got 34 minutes to get to the dep. They have a Chick-fil-A in Kitchener? Yeah, they can go F themselves too. Best pizza, Coronet Pizza on Poirier in Saint Laurent. On Poirier. Why am I blanking on where Poirier is in Saint Laurent? Should know that. I never heard of them personally. Oh yeah, Poirier up there. Is this little pizza place just off of Marcel Laurent on Poirier? I might have seen it there. I've never eaten there. Best pizza in Dorval. Best pizza in Dorval that I've eaten. There's a new it's an old restaurant, new name, new location. It's now called La Vue Dorval. I haven't eaten the pizza there. Here it's good. I used to work for a place years ago. It's the same owners, I think, on Sources. Can't remember the damn name of it. That's an old-fashioned pizza in that. One pizza, not a 2-for special. Best pizza. Best pizza for me in Montreal that I've eaten, traditional type pizza, is I think Pendelli's on Côte Saint Luc Road. And there's a place here, I think it's called Pizza Mora. My kids rave about it. I haven't tried it yet. But yeah, I look wiped. I'm fine. It's 10:30. You think I go to bed at 10:30? I'll go to bed around 2. I got to get up early. Why would I want to trade Monahan when he is the type of player you're looking for? I kind of say that. I'm not calling for a Monahan trade. I'm on the side of re-signing Monahan. Matt and I, my co-host here, we've been talking about that for a little while now, actually. I'd say 2-3 months. A little bit ahead of everybody. Talking about it. I'd love to try a really good doner. I'd love to try one. David, money term's going to be, I guess, the big thing. I know there's a rumor that Hughes promised him he'll get traded to a contender at the deadline. Apparently, that is not true. It wasn't a promise. It was, let's get to the trade deadline. We'll see where we're at. I think, in other words, is if they're in a playoff run, they were thinking, no, we're not going to trade. They're not going to be in one. Doesn't mean they still have to trade him, but you got to figure they're going to get some good offers for him. And then it's like, what are you going to sign him to? So like Aiken says, 3 times 4. That's what I'd like. I can see 4 years. I wouldn't go, I don't know, I'd go that much over 4 though, if at all. And he's only 29. I'm glad you put only, because I thought you were going to say, I know you misspelled it, but I thought you were going to say something else. He's only 29. You know, you sign him 4 years, he'll be 33 at the end. He helps these young players a lot, I think. Great guy to have around. Does he want to stay? That's the key. I don't know. Do we know? We don't really know. He probably wants to go to a contender, but he might really like it here. He's never won a cup, so, you know, maybe he does want to go and see if he can win one. I don't know, but apparently that promise isn't there. They didn't promise him. And again, they can't force him to sign, so you have to want to. All right, I'm taking off. I'm tired. I'm taking off. Thanks, everybody. Like I said, over the next 9 days, I'll be around. I'll be doing shows. I'll be doing video or 2 or 3. And we have the other channel. Don't forget, link in the description. You can head over there. I'd appreciate it. Check it out. Hit subscribe. And there's some stuff out there to watch. And that's it. So we will be back. Enjoy the time off, and see you soon. I guess I will. I don't know if you'll be there, but I'll be there. So just look for the announcements and whatever. We're gonna put out some shows and we're gonna do some stuff. And that's it. Thanks for watching tonight. Appreciate it. Enjoy the time off. As I said, I'm going to. And that's it. Stay safe out there. Peace out. And ciao, everybody. Saturday night. It's still relatively early. Have a good one. Ciao, everybody.